let's talk about 3 things that are blocking you from actually achieving personal growth. The first thing on my list is living in a small city. I grew up in a small city and I felt like a lot of people are very small-minded. If you're coming around the corner trying to introduce the new iPhone kind of technology, they just won't believe you because they're like, this is not Hollywood. That was really hard for me growing up, and that stopped me from continuing to get closer to my goals because a part of me gave up. And then I moved to New York for a year, and I'm telling you, this was completely different. I met so many different kind of people. That really helped me to see that, okay, I'm really able to achieve certain things if I'm able to break down my goals. So moving to that big city really helped me a lot to accept myself more. That was where most growth is happening. And I feel like, especially if you're coming from a smaller city, you feel like, oh, big cities are always so expensive. But I'm telling you, even the people there might struggle financially, but they find ways to survive and live in those big cities. Is a lot of the time it's our mind of thinking we can't do it or we don't know anyone there. But this is ideally where a big part of personal growth can happen. Let's move to the second part, and that is living with your parents. Usually you live with your parents because either you're too young to move out, or because financially you cannot afford rent, or you just lost your job or got out of a relationship. It can be really frustrating having to move back to your parents after you already moved out. But that's another thing that can stop you from personal growth, because your parents, they knew you since you were a baby, and if you were always a messy kind of person and you're telling your parents, I'm changing that this year, I'm going to be a very clean and tidy person, they're probably not gonna believe you. And that will probably stop you from growing. That is a problem. If there's a possibility that you can move out, it might be riskier. It will help you to be more independent, to do more stuff by yourself and not be so close to your parents. Like, that distance a lot of time helps the relationship with your parents and also helps you for your personal growth. So my third point is your social circle. Don't underestimate this one, because if your friends are smoking, you're probably smoking too, or you're gonna end up smoking or trying. If your friends are really disciplined about something, they go to the gym multiple times a week, you're more likely to going to pick up on that too, because they're following a certain lifestyle. They might only eat healthy and only go to dinner to like healthy places. And if that's something that you want for your life, then you need to be around those kind of people. If you notice that your friends are living a life that you don't want to live, you need to learn to detach from those kind of people and spend way less time with them. Spend more time by yourself, on yourself, trying to figure out what you want, and that will ideally push you and help you to improve yourself and grow. If you're not sure about your friends, it's like talking about visions and goals. Like, where do you want to be in 10 years? Like, not making it feel like a job interview, but I think it's important to know what your friends want out of life and what they're willing to do to get there. Because if they're like, well, I'm just gonna go to work, complain about work, and that's just how the rest of their life is going to be, you need to ask yourself, do you want to be around those people? Because they're not going to evolve, and you need to ask yourself, is that what I want? That's what I noticed is not what I want, ideally, and that's how I cut off so many friends or people that I would spend time with, because I was like, it doesn't really make sense because they're just holding me back. And your friends should push you to reach the next level of trying to reach your goals and your dreams. And I hope you could take anything from this video. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!